Alright, Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon, going to open my Steelbooks from the past 2 months. I'm actually going to split this up. Let's do, that's not a Steelbook. Hereditary's not a Steelbook. I'm an idiot. Alright, so let's do the Lionsgate ones last. Let's go the ones that have probably been, let's just start with Drag Me to Hell. So Drag Me to Hell, the movie itself on 4K has been out for a minute, but I know Walmart had a Steelbook, special with a couple of theirs, and this was one of them. I think the other one was Motel Hell. I'm pretty sure you opened that one. I'm pretty sure Motel Hell. Where are you? M-O-T. Yep, it's right there. Guess I didn't open it. Interesting. Didn't show you guys. Anyway, pretty glossy, pretty dang sweet if you ask me. This movie is so good, so underrated. Not a lot of people have actually seen it that should. And let's see if it matches. Hell yes, it does. Fantastic. So looking at the discs, absolutely fantastic. Here's the Blu-ray unrated version. Here is the Blu-ray theatrical version right there. And here is the 4K unrated and theatrical. So you get both in the 4K. And of course you have the girl and the old lady from the bank teller, and the girl with the house, or the lady with the house. Pretty freaking sweet Steelbook, if you ask me. Like I said, yeah, was this in Motel Hell? Apparently, I didn't show you guys that one, and unfortunately, I'm not going to go get it, so I'm sorry that you're not going to go see Motel Hell, what it looks like. You know who you could blame for that one? This guy. You can blame me. All right, the next one on the list, let's go with Friday Night Lights. Honestly, I've never seen this movie. I know this spawned a TV show, if not mistaken, but like I said, this came out when I lived in East Texas, and this movie did bonkers in Texas. This was probably Texas's highest grossing movie. It's got to be, right? Pretty thick cardboard, if you ask me. This is very much a matted Steelbook. You have Billy Bob Thornton, you have Taylor Kish, and I think Josh Lucas in it, or Lucas Black. I'm sorry. Jay Hernandez, Tim McGraw, Derek Luke, Jay Hernandez, and others in this one. So I know there's a loose disc in there, so I got to be careful. All right, there we go. So that's what it looks like, the locker room, and then the coach and the players. Got to get the code. The 4K disc is right there. Then we also have the Blu-ray disc right here. And of course, the good old locker room talk that's always in every single sports movie. Doesn't matter if it's this, doesn't matter if it's Any Given Sunday, doesn't matter if it's movie 43. Every sports movie gets that talk. All right, the next one we will go with Constantine, another Steelbook. This one almost got sold out and came back in. It's kind of a weird looking Steelbook, honestly, when just opening it up. But let's give it another gander. All right, so we have thick paper, not bad. So it's actually like dented in a way it's supposed to, like the fire itself, the yellow itself is actually like inward. So it's kind of interesting. The Keanu Reeves, it's kind of a like grainy-ish looking, kind of odd. The back is the same way where it has these fire like elements that are indented purposefully. Interesting Steelbook overall. So that's what it looks like there. You only get one disc with this one. So this is what the 4K disc looks like right there. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And you can kind of tell the indents right there that correlate to the outside. So basically, I think whatever city this is, LA or something, hell has taken over L freaking A. So we have that one right there. The next one on the list, we're going to go with the 4:30 movie. This is an Amazon exclusive 4K. I think the only one else I haven't gotten is The Crow, and I'm only going to get that when it's on super cheap, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Because I am missing out, like the Shaun of the Dead Steelbook. I missed on that one. There's a couple other ones that are selling out quicker than I thought, and I'm like, well, dang it. Anyway, let's see what it looks like together. So nothing special. How sometimes it does it, but it's like a VHS tape. There we have on the front and back on that. And the front of this is basically a VHS tape, the 430 movie. And you have also the indents right here of like the reels. That's pretty cool, actually. So it's basically a VHS tape in 4K form. It's kind of fascinating what movies get 4K releases and one doesn't. All right, there's what the 4K disc looks like. And of course, you get the digital code. And then you have the Blu-ray disc right here. And then you have, looks like 4 of the actors right there. So this is an Amazon Steelbook, exclusive to Amazon. At least thank you, Amazon, for having some exclusive 4K movies. I'm still pissed off at Best Buy for getting rid of the movies. Everyone's like, oh, physical media is dead. I refuse to believe it. All right, this is another Amazon exclusive I got pretty cheap. I was waiting for Imaginary. Is this a good movie? Debatable. It does have some woke casting. It just doesn't make sense at all with the races. Hate to say it just doesn't. Anyway, this is what it looks like. So it looks like the front cover is just the Imaginary logo, and the back it is the verbiage of everything else in between. So it is another one that's also kind of indented. The teddy bear itself is a little bit grainy, but it is kind of cool looking. You got to admit, that is a very sweet looking cover. It's actually pretty sweet looking. Like, no joke. That is a good looking. Same with the back. Pretty sweet looking when you open this up. It doesn't. Oh, that would be so sweet if it actually transferred over, but it doesn't. This is the line gates too, so that's a little bit disappointing that they would never do that. So anyway, here's the 4K disc right there. And like I said, the only 4K version of Imaginary is through Amazon. The regular version is just normal. So there's that. And then this is what it looks like right there. All right, 3 more to do, and that is the Lionsgate one. Or sorry, not what is Lionsgate? Yeah, these are a lot of these are Lionsgate. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese! I just realized that everything's Lionsgate here mostly. So we will go. I think my mom just called me. And yeah, so let's go Jackie Brown first, real quickie McQuickers. So let's do this. All right, so Jackie Brown first. Let's unbox this. So let's see what it looks like right here. Let's take that out. All right, there we go. See how it does a little bit different where she's kind of hit, like, you know, it's kind of cool. And on the back, of course, Samuel Jackson. Who else is on the cover? A couple other peeps. So there is what it looks like on the back as well. Kind of the same people, just in interesting form. Again, very nice looking and slick Steelbook right there with all the nice colors, the orange, the yellows, the blues, the blacks. Pretty sweet through in and throughout. So that's what it looks like right there. Fantastic how the spine actually transfers over. And of course, we got the 4K disc right here. And then we got the Blu-ray disc right here. And then this is what the interior looks like. Unfortunately, when I think of all Quentin Tarantino movies, I do think Jackie Brown's the weakest one. Some people will say Death Proof. I do think it is actually Jackie Brown that has the weakest one. But that's just my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. And you know what? That's mine. And it's all okay gravy in the membrane. Next, we're going to go Kill Bill Volume 2 first, because I love the first one compared to the second one. I mean, Kill Bill Volume 1 is probably one of my top 10 movies of all time. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts for that one. The second one I did think was a little bit worse, just because, but I could be wrong. Maybe I need to give it a rewatch. But let's open this sucker up and see what this looks like. So, boom. So this one, the cover mostly focuses on the girl with the one eye that gets absolutely demolished in this movie. And of course, you could tell the sword. Come on, put it back in. Uh-oh, don't be dented. No! So the sword's basically cutting between both of the characters. There we go. And this is what the back looks like for both of them. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And again, pretty dang sweet when you look at it, how the spine does match with the characters like Bill, Uma Thurman, girl, I forgot what her name is in the movie, Michael Madison's character, things like that. So when we open this up, this is the Volume 2 4K disc right there. And then this is the Blu-ray disc right here. And the front is Uma Thurman training with her sensei, our master, if you want to put it that way. So yeah, just Lionsgate is like, Lionsgate and A24 are probably the ones that are really trying to promote physical media, and thank you for both those companies for keeping it alive. Like, it's pretty badass, and you guys don't really have to do that. Anyway, Kill Bill Volume 1. Of course, you have Uma Thurman and Lucy Liu. I had a huge crush on Lucy Liu growing up, so there's that. And this one's rated R for like more strong bloody violence, and Volume 2 is just for violence. Because my God, when you have the anime scene in this movie, I won't lie. When I grew up, when I first saw the trailer, I thought that's gonna be stupid, and this kind of blew my fucking mind. This is the one movie where I watched it and I just had like goosebumps. Every time I watch it, it gives me goosebumps. All right, so then we have that kind of the same look, the sword, but this one, of course, is split between Uma Thurman and Lucy Liu. The back, we have the crazy clan from Japan. So then we have that Chinese, American, Japanese, and you don't fucking bring it up again. All right, so there we go. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong, but then she chops the head off. So we have the nice pinks in this one. So it's a very different color scheme from Volume 2. So there we have that right there. Very awesome how the spine does that. Pretty freaking sick. So then we have Uma Thurman on the freaking bike like a boss for the 4K version. And then the Blu-ray version is the, I think the 678s, I think that's what the band is. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo. So that's what you get. And of course, the interior is Uma Thurman on the bike. Let's go. So those are the Steelbooks from January and February, because January I was moving and we got that. So there we go. Chase Sock here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know this Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'm going to watch Tate tomorrow, week from a month. I'm here for every single freaking one of you. Peace and love, and stay frosty out there, because I love you all. Well, most of you at least.